Calix Boxing here. Hit that sub button for nightly boxing videos. Krzysztof Glowacki versus Oleksandr Usyk, and I'm gonna butcher these guys' names throughout these videos. Man, throughout this video, I apologize in advance. You know how I am with names, especially with foreign countries. I apologize in advance. Glowacki, 26 and 0, 16 KOs. Usyk, 9 and 0, 9 KOs. Both southpaws, both around the same age, 30 years old. Glowacki, 29 years old for Usyk. However, Usyk, a guy who had an unbelievable, very good amateur career. Won the gold medal at heavyweight in 2012, and he's sort of one of those guys like his countryman from the Ukraine, Lomachenko, a guy who came to the pro ranks ready. He came ready, and it's still unclear to me whether the World Series of Boxing counts as professional record or not. But both fought in the World Series of Boxing. But this has the potential, and I don't even think that's going out on a limb. I think this will be the best fight of the weekend. And this fight it's a shame it won't be on American TV. It's a very good fight on paper. Very good matchup, and these guys can both bang. And this is for the WBO cruiserweight belt. I wish it was on American TV. I wish somebody would have picked it up. However, there is a if you're on Facebook, there is a Facebook page called Boxing Streams that shows fights like this, and it will be in the middle of the day on Saturday, like 12 or 1 o'clock Central. So I'll be on the lookout for it, and I think there's several sites streaming this fight. So be on the lookout for that because this is a fight that you need to watch. And I'm sure it'll be on YouTube. Somebody will have it on YouTube later on Saturday. So make sure you check this fight out because this is a fight that should be on TV. And it's everything that's right with boxing. The champion fighting the top contender out there and two talented guys. And if you haven't seen Glowacki fight yet, he had two very good fights. He came onto the scene in the PBC on Spike. That was like last August, I believe, when he fought Marco Huck. Marco Huck was beating him on all three scorecards close. It was a close fight. It was like 95-94 on two scorecards, 96-93, and Glowacki started coming on late, and he ended up winning by knockout in the 11th round. Knocked out Marco Huck for the title, won that title, and then ended up beating Steve Cunningham in a very good performance this past April, a couple months ago. Beat him, knocked him down 4 times in the fight, and beat him pretty wide on all the scorecards. And the fight on Spike against Huck was his first fight in the U.S., so that was a lot of people's, including myself, first first time watching a fight, and especially for cruiserweight. I'm not a big fan of cruiserweights, but I'm a fan of this guy. I became a fan of this guy the past 2 fights. He's a fun fighter to watch. Fun fighter to watch. He has fast hands, moves in and out well, athletic fighter, um, and he has some pop. The only thing that drives me insane with him is when he throws that straight left. He'll throw a straight left, and he always leans his head to the right. I almost want to reach to the screen and push his head to the left. I mean, it drives me nuts. And fighting, he got away with it fighting conventional fighters because obviously you're leaning towards, and maybe that's why he's doing it. Maybe that's why he's doing it. He's leaning towards the left hand away from the power hand when he throws that straight left. So maybe that's why he's doing it. Maybe I'm being too harsh on him, but he can't do that against Usyk because Usyk he's a very skilled, accurate puncher. The one thing that drives me nuts about Usyk though is he's heavy. Even though he's a southpaw, he throws like 6 or 7 right hands to one left hand. If you watch him fight, he's got several fights on YouTube. Both in the he was in the World Series of Boxing. And excuse me, I said Glowacki was on the World Series of Boxing. It was Usyk. Um, and Usyk, he's a guy who he throws a lot of right hands. Doesn't throw that left hand as much as I like. I like him to do it more, but because that would be more fun to watch. But he is a hard puncher. 9 KOs in 9 fights, but this is a big step up for him. Huge step up for him. The Glowacki fight. Glowacki has the home advantage. You're fighting this in Poland. And he also has the experience, a huge experience advantage as well. And I think he has a speed advantage. If he finds his range, I mean, he'll have an easier time in this fight. But he's going to bring the fight to Usyk, and I want to see how Usyk reacts to that because the fights I've seen, I've watched 3 or 4 on YouTube of him. He's been comfortable in his range. He's been fighting guys who aren't as aggressive and aren't as good and won't be able to reach him. And he's just comfortable in his range. And he looks very skilled doing that. And he's got a nice amateur pedigree. Like I said, he won a gold medal. He won European championships. He's a very decorated amateur fighter. Came to the pros. He's only three years in, and he's already stepping up to fight the top guy at cruiserweight. Much like Lomachenko. I mean, he's got that vast amateur experience, so he's going to step up quick as a pro. So I want to see how skilled he is against a guy who's going to bring it and who has the crowd behind him. Because everything is going to be going against Usyk in that right is that he's going to have a guy aggressive in front of him who can punch, who is very determined. Glowacki is very determined. He brings it. He brings it. He's a fun fighter to watch. Skilled in his own right, but he comes after you, and he's also. I mean, he's a fast fighter, fast hand. So I want to see if Usyk will be able to time him, if Usyk will be able to hold him off, and if he'll be as accurate and as skilled and as comfortable in there against a guy who is coming after him. I think it's going to turn into fireworks. I think Usyk will open up. The crowd will be behind Glowacki, and it'll be a very festive atmosphere. And ultimately I like experience, home field, and the determined, active fighter. I think Glowacki's a more active fighter. I think he's gonna win that on the score, win some rounds on the scorecard just off of activity, and I think he's gonna win this fight by decision. I like Glowacki by decision. I think it will go rounds, even though both of these guys can bang. This could be a fight where you have both guys on the canvas once or twice. So it's gonna be a fun fight. I hope as many people as possible can watch this, stream it, have fun, and you're welcome because I'm telling you, man, stream it, stream it, stream it. Watch this fight. Find a way to watch this fight. So I like Glowacki to beat Usyk by decision and to retain that belt. Hit me up. Let me know who y'all think is going to win this fight. Peace.